What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Caliber 24/7. We back with another banging forex video, guys, as we prepare for this new coming week. We just want to make money, so it's a new week, new day, new targets. You know what day today is, man. It is a Monday. So without wasting more time, please make sure you do subscribe if you haven't. Also like the video and turn on that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video like this one. So without wasting more time, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so here we're looking at gold. This is one pair that one of you guys asked me to analyze, and like I did promise on my Instagram, I did analyze gold and I did give out a signal for this one. So what I saw was that gold was somewhere around here. It was just about here, and what happened was I did tell you that there's this type of resistance which was once a support, and there's this trend line right here, and now the market was exactly at this point. I think I also drew something like this. I think I kind of drew something like this. This also confirmed that we are supposed to sell for the market. And gold, look what gold has been doing the entire week. Even if we change to 1 hour, bang bang bang, you see right there, created some type of an M, and the market has been falling all week. It has just been playing below this zone, respecting this part of the market. So it makes more sense to me why gold was supposed to sell, right? So now let's look for this week's movement on gold and see if we can find something that we can use. So right now gold is looking like this. We are headed towards the support zone, and all I see right now is that the market is closing in. So one of two things can happen. I'm more hyped about selling gold once it drops below this support zone right here, the support line I just drew, or once it goes back to this part, then I start taking more selling entries. Should it break above, then man oh man, we're going up all the way, because gold, remember, it's like Nasdaq. You're supposed to buy this overall long direction, but for these selling type of markets, you sell, you take your portion, you move on. So gold is looking like it's gonna sell even this week, but we're not sure until at least it breaks below the support line. So gold, I'm looking at a sell. Yo guys, the analysis for AUD USD, I don't know what happened. Remember last week I lost my analysis. I don't know what was happening. My PC seems like it did not sync quite well, but now I have my previous templates, and now I don't have the analysis for last week. So but I remember quite well. I drew something like this. So I remember I said AUD USD, we are still looking for a buy, small term, I remember that, but I did say long term we're supposed to sell because we are headed towards the resistance zones. And look what happened. The market sold. We're looking since the 12th of October. This was the week. The market has been selling the entire week. So basically we made profit with AUD USD. That's if you took sales on this pair, on this particular pair. So yeah, for now let's do a quick analysis for this current week that we're preparing for and see where the market is going. Alright guys, so I just drew these two, this resistance right there and this support right here, because this resistance has been broken by the last week movement. Now we are looking at a continuation pattern, you know. So as you can see, the type of market that's happening here, I believe that the market is supposed to push back to the upside, and then once it's there, then you can take your entry. But already looking at the market structure, it's not looking good to go back to this upside. But anything is possible. The market, it might just push back to that point and then start selling. But what I'm seeing right here is that this can be one of two things that can be happening. The market can either break, just move like this and continue with its downtrend, or the market can push to that point and then now start joining this trend. So overall direction for this one, is a sell on AUD USD. We are still selling potentially till this particular point. That's where we are looking to exit. So sell AUD USD until it reaches that down bottom zone. So let's just put an arrow there, so that next week when we come back we see this as that. So AUD USD, it is a sell. Yo, GBP USD is also one of the pairs that we had analyzed. However, I still lost the analysis. So what happens here, I remember quite well, because I said GBP USD and GBP JPY, they move the same. Now this is GBP JPY and it moves the same direction as GBP USD, right? So I did say this one simply because we are headed towards this part of the market, right? So that already on its own, it's a sell, and I drew this as well. So what happened was, on Monday the market started to sell, push towards the upside, and then on Tuesday the market dropped hard, broke below this trend line, and the market has been super volatile. Went back to the upside, came back to the downside, tried to push to the upside. By Friday it failed to push overall direction. Now I understood why it did this, simply because now we are below this resistance zone and we just broke below the trend line. So the market is overall a sell. So what I can do here is just to put this trend, because now we have a trend. We have about 2 points touching this and that confirms a trend for us, right? All right, so we're having this first touch, second touch. Okay, touched about 3 times there on 1 hour time frame, came for the almost 4th time. So what's happening here is that we are supposed to sell GBP JPY. I'm seeing a nice clean sell here. Remember the overall direction on GBP USD, GBP JPY and Euro USD, it is a sell. So it makes more sense to me why I should be more hyped about selling this market. However, lately the market has been too volatile. I don't know why, but the behavior of the market has changed. GBP JPY, I'm still seeing a sell, but be careful because the markets are highly volatile. So make sure you take sniper entries or you use proper risk management. Now GBP USD, you remember this analysis? This is the original previous templates analysis, and last week's analysis we lost it, but still remembering what we had analyzed, we knew that we had some type of resistance right there, and I did say the market is supposed to sell. What happened was the market pushed to the upside on Monday, right? Just about there, pushed to the upside, came back down, pushed back up. A lot of people were confused, including myself. Came back down and then pushed back up. Like last week was not really that good. We had some few losses. I'll put a screenshot right now of the losses, and yeah, but for now what I'm seeing is the market is still an overall sell. Looking at our overall analysis now, if you remember, this is the weekly trend line, this is a daily resistance zone right here, and these are the minor support and resistance. This is the small analysis time frames. Now this one is a big one and this one is a bigger time frame, and these small arrows with these zones and trend lines, whatever you see there, those are small time frames like your 1 hour. So looking at the market behavior, we're still on a downtrend, but anything is possible that the market might push back to that point. Okay, let me just do this. The market might just push to this point, maybe play there just a couple of times before it goes down. Anything is possible, but nothing beats preparation, because when you're prepared, you know exactly what you expect. If the market behaves in a certain way, you already have a strategy for that. So I suggest we wait for more selling opportunities on GBP USD. Now, just to confirm this week's analysis, we are on some type of a trend here on 1 hour. So chances are the market might just push back. All right, the market might just push back like this, from here to there, from there, then all the way probably to till there, then come back and drop. So this is what I'm anticipating with GBP USD. I'm seeing a sell overall, But should it go to the upside, you know, you're just waiting for it to touch this zone. Once it plays around the zone, you take more selling opportunities. Your stop loss, you put it somewhere above there, and your take profit 1 is this zone right here. Your take profit 2 is this overall one, and the last take profit is somewhere down here. All right, GBP USD, it is a sell. Euro USD, looking at Euro USD, remember guys, we broke below this support previously, and now the market went above, back inside the support, and by the look of things, if we check properly, the market pushed all the way till this zone right here. Let me just widen it up. There you go. The market pushed all the way till that price, and as soon as it touched this point, the market started to sell off, right? And now we are just waiting for the market to break once more time below this price, and then we are taking more selling opportunities. So what I see here is a trend like this one. All right, so we have this trend line right here, and the market just came there, went back down. So it makes more sense to me that Euro USD, it's possible that it might not even come to test this part, but instead what it do, it just drop like this, maybe then come back, retest somewhere around there, and then continue dropping towards the downside. So Euro USD, I'm still more hyped about selling this pair. However, for now we are on a support zone. We still need to respect that type of a price action, because the market might just do this. It might push to the upside. Now it starts playing above this trend line, and then the market pushes overall to the upside. Because also remember, the chances with GBP USD is that the market might just want to go to push to the upside just to retest that support zone right there, which is actually not the support but the resistance zone, which is on a bigger time frame, or that resistance trend line that's on a weekly time frame. So chances are anything at this point, it's 50-50. Wait for confirmation. Once the market breaks below this, then you can take your entries. Once the market breaks above this zone, then you can take more entries. Just to put more information on this analysis, we can see there we just have about a small support previously, which is now resistance. The market might just push till this point and then continue moving towards the downside. So Euro USD, we are also looking at a sell on this pair just after this drop right there. Right, USD JPY, this one is so much stubborn, guys. Still does not want to move towards the upside. I don't know what's the case with USD JPY, but it's just doing its own things, man. However, with this pair, well, I don't even remember the analysis for this pair, but knowing that it trades against Euro USD, I know that we're supposed to take buys, and from this point the market pushed to the upside, came down aggressively. Still, I don't understand why. Pushed to the upside, came back down. This pair is boring me, guys, but I'm just gonna do it for you. And what happens here is that if I can just clear, okay, let me not clear anything for now. I know it's a bit messy, but let's just focus on the current market, which is this part, right? And with this part right there, I see that the market is actually on a downtrend. Now let's drop to 60 minutes. We can see that the market from there, it has been dropping. We're on a downtrend, right? So with USD JPY, oh yeah, I remember now, we were on some type of support. I said we should buy this market, and it did buy. Now it sold aggressively. It has been doing its own things, which is still fine. This is not my favorite pairs anyway. So what I'm looking at, this pair that it has to just buy from this point to that. So once it breaks above this zone, then we can start taking buy opportunities on USD JPY. Guys, I'm still keen about buying this pair. It's only boring me now because it's not doing what it's supposed to. So with that, I don't know what's really affecting this pair. Is it the elections? Is it, there's just too many fundamentals going on in the US, and I don't know why it's not working in its favor. Basically, there's no zone right here that I can draw. I don't see any valid zone. The only thing valid right now is that we are on this resistance. Chances are once the market pushes above this resistance line, then and only then we are looking to start buying this pair. But for now we're still on a selling trend, which makes sense. If you check on Euro USD, we are on a support. On USD JPY, we are on some type of a resistance right now. So Euro USD might push up, USD JPY might sell. But two things that I'm anticipating is that there's a break that is supposed to happen this week. So the market is to break above this part, moving all the way towards the upside. And on Euro USD, the market is supposed to break towards the downside, moving towards the selling direction. So USD JPY, I'm seeing a buy for this coming week, but taking into consideration that we're on a resistance. For now, I'll say just watch the market closely, or just take your selling entries and just put your stop loss somewhere about there, just to make things easier. But if you're that patient, then wait for the market to break above the trend line and then start taking buy opportunities. Yo, USD CAD, guys, who remembers this analysis, man? What happened was we anticipated that the market would go there. Once it touches there, it drops. It never done that. What it did was it dropped, pushed back to the upside, and then came for a retest right there, and then the market sold. Now this trend line, if you remember it quite well, this one is from the weekly time frame. It's this big trend line right here, right? The market broke it previously and we said we're gonna sell this pair. Market pushed back to the upside, traded above this trend. Now it's looking good for a buy. Now it's back on the downside. It's the market, guys. That's just how it does things. But you just need to prepare. That's why we start from a bigger time frame, so that you understand what you're doing, and then you drop to smaller time frames like 1 hour. So what we see now is that this, I did say you have to buy it like USD JPY. Looking at into 4 hours, this was Monday, and the market pushed all the way to the upside, and now it's selling. Why is it selling? It makes sense, guys. It just retested this trend line, which is now a resistance. Previously it was a support. So what I'm anticipating with this pair, looking that it just came from this part, then I'm more hyped about selling USD CAD. Now these two analyses, they're talking different thing with what I just said with USD JPY. USD JPY, I said I'm anticipating a buy, and here now I'm saying I'm anticipating a sell. Guys, they don't have to move the same. Each pair has its own price action, so make sure you analyze each pair according to your understanding. So with this one, I'm more hyped about selling, but I'm seeing something that might just happen. So let's just drop back to 1 hour. Looking over to the left hand side, you see that right here we had some type of support, which is the market kind of respected that. That's why it pushed all the way to the upside once it reached that point, right? And now we retested this bigger trend. We have this small type of a trend now. That's a support. So it makes also more sense on a smaller time frame to say once the market reaches this point, then chances are it might push to that point, and then from that point, then the market will drop all the way towards the downside. So now the theory, 1 hour to 1 hour, it supports what I'm saying. On USD JPY, it makes sense on 1 hour that we buy the market, and now on USD CAD, it also makes sense for us to buy on 1 hour. So they complement each other in a way. So right now we are looking that the market will buy on USD CAD this coming week. But now let's do a proper quick analysis on this one. So we just dropped to 15 minutes and I drew these on 1 hour. Alright, so it makes sense. We have this channel towards the downside and we have this uptrend support line on 1 hour, right? So since we're on 15 minutes, we see that the market is nicely trading between these two lines. So what we're anticipating is that the market now will drop, touch this zone, and then break above this, maybe come back and then push towards to the upside. So it should make sense to you why a USD CAD is supposed to buy. So that's the signal for this one as well. So other than that, it is the full analysis for this week. This is the full weekly overcast. I hope you did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop that thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this content that I'm giving. Am I analyzing enough, or am I too quick? Should I slow down? Should I analyze less pairs than I'm doing? Just interact with me down below in the comment section. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not, and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video like this one. And that was your boy Kaliba signing out. Peace.